In today's video, we will discuss Aris Gasperini's comments about a potential Devon Larratt rematch, and Oleg Petrenko wants to take revenge from Devon. About what exactly? Let's find out. So in one of his recent live streams, Aris mentioned that right now he isn't in his peak shape. The reasons being he is weighing only 122 kilos and his shoulder is also bothering him a little bit, and that may be one of the reasons why the Levant Saginashvili rematch may not happen this year. But while answering one of the chat questions, Aris Gasperini did say, very confidently I must mention, that the Devon Larratt rematch is inevitable. That match will happen and Aris will win that rematch. And in fact he mentioned that it will be the exact same story as the two mat mask matches, where initially Aris lost the matches badly, but then eventually he made it look easy and got his revenge. Well, I'm not really sure if anyone is expecting Aris Gasperini's revenge against Devon to be as easy as his second mat mask match, because in 2019 Aris was still weighing only about 110 or 115 kilos. So if we don't even talk about the arm wrestling specific strength increase, Aris just became a much more bigger, a much more muscular human being, and that change will not be possible here. He is still going to weigh around 128 or 132 kilos maximum. So all of the gains that he is going to make this time are going to be in his technique and arm wrestling specific strengths only, which he did the last time as well, but at that time it was combined with a size increase as well. Me being a huge Aris Gasperini fan wants to believe that Aris may have gained more than Devon since their last match, but if we look at it carefully, both are gaining in the specific areas which are required to win that rematch. Devon is getting stronger in the hand and wrist every single day, and that is the key to beat Aris Gasperini. While Aris also realized that he was lacking only hand strength against Devon and not arm power. So since that match, he has been focusing mostly on his hand and wrist only, and that kind of equalizes the gains that these two may have made since then. I still strongly believe three things about that potential future rematch. First of all, if that match happens at 115 kilos, because judging by Gasperini's weight, 122 kilos right now, I think he can easily cut down to 115. In that match, Devon will still be a huge favorite even after a couple of years maybe. But if that match happens in the super heavyweight category, where it most likely will happen, then I think Aris has good chances, because Devon is aging and there is only a limited amount of gains that you can make when you are almost 50 years old. But I still want to say that the sooner this match happens, the better it is for Aris, because we all know that eventually there will be a day when Aris will defeat Devon and there won't be anything that Devon can do to avenge that loss afterwards, just because of the age factor. But the sooner it is, the better it will be for Aris, so that he can still say that he beat the best version of Devon and not some wounded out old version of Devon Larratt. Now let's talk about Oleg Petrenko versus Devon Larratt. When asked by Engin about his potential opponents in the 105 kg category, Oleg Petrenko named three names: Tordzilla Todd Hutchings, Petro Margarinth and Devon Larratt. I think we can kind of leave Petro out of this conversation. Maybe Petrenko only took his name because he's a fellow Ukrainian and he wants to give him a title shot. He just wants to basically gift him a title shot. I know that match was already supposed to happen at 105 kilos, a title match for Petro, which was cancelled. So maybe that's also one of the reasons why he mentioned his name. But I don't think Petro is going to be as strong as Devon or even Todd Hutchings. So speaking about Devon, this is what Petrenko said: I'm watching and following Devon very closely. I know that I'm ready to pull and win with Devon at 105 kilos. Now this is a very powerful statement. Petrenko also mentioned that his shape right now is the best that it has ever been, and he still knows that he needs to win that match fast for obvious reasons, because Devon is really dangerous if he stops the match. And trust me, there is no 105 kg flop presser who can press Devon down to the pad. That is a job that only the super heavyweights can do. So if Devon takes your wrist in the 105 kg division, which he most likely will, the match is basically over. You cannot do anything afterwards. Oleg mentioned that it wasn't really a pleasant experience watching Devon defeat his idol, defeat his coach Andrei Pushkar. So now he wants to take revenge for his former coach. And this is exactly what he did in the Dadikian match as well. So Oleg was asked by Devon Larratt during the press conference, and then he realized this, that he's going up against the student of Denis Siplenkov, which is Dadikian, and he himself was the student of Andrei Pushkar. So Pushkar wasn't really able to defeat Denis except for a few times. So Oleg took revenge for Pushkar against Denis Siplenkov in an indirect manner. Now the revenge is going to be in a very direct way. Of course, Oleg isn't going to try something crazy like holding Devon just like Devon did against Pushkar and talk to him, because he already mentioned that he needs to win that match fast. But still, it will be a cool revenge. It will give him some satisfaction more than defending his 105 kg title. And speaking about title matches, Engin offered this match in 3 different potential scenarios. Either Oleg can compete for the 105 kg title and defend it against Devon, or he can go to 115 kilos where the title is basically vacant and fight for that position. And the third option is at 110 kilos where both titles can be on the line. I know it doesn't really sound professional that a match is at 110 between 2 weight classes, but I think for this one it is a really great decision, because yes, the title was taken away from Devon after more than 1.5 years of inactivity, but still nobody has that title even now. So I think we don't have enough time to have 2 title matches for Devon in separate classes. This is the best way to combine those titles, and I think Oleg Petrenko should go for it if he in fact feels confident to do that. But maybe Oleg knows that the amount of strength that he's going to gain when he jumps from 105 to 110 kilos is probably going to be less than the amount of strength that Devon is going to lose compared to his 110 kg shape if in fact he has to show up at 105 kilos. So that's why maybe this match is going to happen at 105 kilos and not at any other weight category. Thanks for watching, like the video and subscribe.